Masquerade Mure Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel Zim Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kana kari kutanga kukuya panino channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana chingwa gara waka subscriber, don't forget to comment and share this video. Nasi Mure Zimbabwe takigirai nyaya kupisa, nyaya kunetsa, nyaya kuitika mubato rezano PF. Mzano PF umo murukunzi mawa kunetsa hanzi President Mnangagwa pane masigns akubuda ekuti he is losing grip on power nekuda kwe the political succession battle iri kuitika mubato rezano PF ndofunga tiri kungoona kakunetsana kari kuita matop officials mubato rezano PF kari kunzi kaisaitika munguva yaRobert Gabriel Mugabe zvirunzwa svika zvakare State House people are now viewing President Mnangagwa as a weak president. Nyaya yabuditswa neZimbabwean Mail vachitaura ivo vachiti Zimbabwe succession is Mnangagwa losing control. And the ruling party in Zimbabwe, ZANU-PF, is entering a turbulent phase, with growing signs that President Mnangagwa's grip on power is weakening. The political chessboard has shifted sharply in recent weeks, as his long-time deputy and former military commander, Vice President Constantino Chiwenga, appears to be consolidating power while directly challenging both Mnangagwa and his anointed successor, controversial businessman Kudakwa Tagwirei. The latest developments came just 2 months after Mnangagwa's failed bid to extend his term beyond the 2028 constitutional limit, a move strongly opposed by senior party figures including Chiwenga. Now tensions have spilled into open confrontation, revealing deep divisions in the ruling elite and suggesting a possible realignment of power as the post-Mnangagwa succession battle heats up. At the heart of the emerging conflict is a stark generational and ideological divide. On one side stands Chiwenga, a retired general and one of the architects of the 2017 coup that ousted Robert Mugabe. He has long positioned himself as the guardian of the liberation legacy and enjoys considerable support among the military war veterans and the party's traditionalist base. On the other side is Tagwirei, a wealthy businessman with close ties to Mnangagwa, often seen as the face of the so-called young Turks in ZANU-PF. Tagwirei's rise has been meteoric, fueled by lucrative state contracts, alleged control over vast fuel and mining interests, and his role as the de facto financier of the ruling party's operation. But last week, tensions reached a boiling point when Chiwenga reportedly ordered security personnel to eject Tagwirei from a high-level Central Committee meeting held at the ZANU-PF headquarters in Harare. Party insiders say Tagwirei's presence was viewed by Chiwenga as a violation of protocol, especially as Tagwirei holds no formal party position. The incident, which has not been officially confirmed but was widely discussed in political circles, marks the first public clash between the two powerful figures and underscores Chiwenga's determination to block an attempt by Mnangagwa to engineer a dynastic-style succession. Mnangagwa, who came to power promising reform and economic renewal, is now increasingly seen as a lame duck president. His failure to win party consensus for a constitutional amendment that would have allowed him to contest beyond 2028 has severely undermined his authority. Several provincial structures once loyal to him have begun to shift allegiance to Chiwenga, who is now viewed by many within ZANU-PF as the natural successor. Sources close to the presidency described a Cold War atmosphere at State House, with Mnangagwa reportedly sidelined from key decision-making process. His recent international travels, including a high-profile trip to Moscow in May, are seen by some analysts as an attempt to project strength abroad while losing ground at home. Adding to Mnangagwa's troubles is growing discontent within the party over the economy. Inflation remains high, the controversial gold-backed ZiG currency is struggling to gain public trust, and disillusionment among the youth and civil servants is deepening. With elections looming in 2028, the party is under pressure to find a unifying candidate who can command both popular support and institutional control. Kudakwa Tagwirei remains a popularized figure to his supporters. He represents a pragmatic technocrat with the resources and networks to modernize Zimbabwe's economy. To his detractors, he is a symbol of unchecked crony capitalism, accused of using his proximity to power to amass obscene wealth while ordinary citizens suffer. His recent attempts to distribute title deeds to residents in urban settlements, a role traditionally reserved for government ministries, have raised eyebrows and sparked accusations of unconstitutional overreach. Critics argue that Mnangagwa is using Tagway to carry favor with urban voters and that this blurring of lines between state and private business is not only unethical but dangerous. Chiwenga's public rebuke of Tagway is thus seen not only as a challenge to Mnangagwa's succession plan, but also as a warning against the party's drift towards corporate capture. With just 3 years to the next presidential elections, ZANU-PF finds itself at a crossroads. The liberation war generation, embodied by Chiwenga and his allies, is battling to preserve its historical legacy. Meanwhile, the business and technocratic class, represented by figures like Tagway, seeks to redefine the party's identity in a new era. Observers say the succession struggle could split the party down the middle if not carefully managed. There is already speculation of a possible extraordinary Congress in 2028 to settle the leadership question. Such a move would mirror the internal party showdown that ended Mugabe's rule and could once again reshape the political landscape. For now, Mnangagwa appears increasingly isolated, a president without a secure legacy or a clear succession plan. Whether he can still influence the direction of the party remains uncertain. But one thing is clear, the battle for Zimbabwe's future is no longer about ideology. It's a high-stakes power struggle between entrenched military interests and rising economic elites, both jostling to define what comes after Emerson Mnangagwa. Ndo mabuditsiro akatwa nyaya iyi muri Zimbabwe tikaziye kuti munoona sei tiudziwo zvamuri kufunga mucomment section.
Musafe makanyeperwa kuti hanzi vakatenga mushini yekuti wakazofona vanokunzwa vanokuti musanyeperwe. Safe makanyeperwa. Zvavakagona kudhurisa malaini gore riyo rekuti munhu waitengesa mombe 2 motengesa mombe 3 tenga laini ndozvavakagona. They can't do more than that. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp hazvisi zvavo ndezvekuAmerica. Kunyange makaita intelligence dzakati those people are many miles ahead. Yeah. Unless vatogadzira chifacebook chavo nechiwhatsapp chavo nechitwitter chavo nechiinstagram chavo ivo, but kuti zviitike izvozvo kunotodiwa kutoti vatotanga magadzira satellite renyu roenda mudenga umo muspace. Yeah, maita technology iri more advanced, kwete kuti nyika yadhakwa zvekuti ikone zvayakutoimpota mukaka wayaiexporta, hupfu, cooking oil muri kuimpota, kwakutaura kuti hanzi vanozokunzwa. Vanokunzwa ine vanokunzwa ine magirazi avo matematema aya nemazidanda vanosikwedza vakatoremedza vanova vanhu vakatakura mazidanda epfuta. Technology haina izvozvo, sanyepero. Ndo vanhu vari kutotya technology zvisingaite, vakasapresa technology for too long. Handivaida kuti munhu wese averenge Herald Chronicle nekwaedzo nana Manika Post zvimapepa zvavo zvizvi ana Daily nanani zvaeditwa nemabranda yana Saidi, vamwe vacho vakazofira kuZambia. Vachida kuti munhu wese atirire ZBC vanotorwadziwa. Munomunzwa kuti vangakontrol zvinhu zviri paYouTube zviri controlled in the United States. Ivo vacho vanotokontrolwa content yavo. Nenguva ivo vanotovhurwa nezvimafacebook page vachiti ZANU-PF kudii. Zvese zvezvo vanenge vachinyora nekuti zvinenge zvichionekwa nevaridzi vazvo vari kuAmerica. Vakuzoti hanzi vanogona kukontrola kuti propaganda dzakadhakwa dzekupenga idzo tinoudzwa vanhu vasingafunge. Save makanyeperwa kuti vakazotenga mushini yekuti vanozonzwa kuti uri kufona, wazingo wakadii, vobva vakutreka obvaona. Kana uchida kufona unofona by WhatsApp calling, video calling. Havana kana wani chavanoona, vana kana wani chavanoona. Musanyeperwa kuti vanozoona unozodiwa zoti kunyepa. Vana chavanoona, chii chavanoona.